If you're stuck in the Lyme loop and nothing seems to work, same. I felt like I tried everything. But 3 game-changing shifts finally moved my healing forward, and they're not what doctors usually talk about. In this video, I'll reveal those 3 pillars plus a bunch of other tips that actually helped me get better from Lyme disease. This is not just fluff, these are real actionable takeaways. My name is Ryan Kearns, and I battled Lyme disease and co-infections for a long time. Before I even knew it was Lyme and co-infections, I was just fainting. My heart rate was dropping. I was very sick. It was scary. I didn't know if I was going to make it. Then I found out it was Lyme disease, and all they did was throw antibiotics at me. I was skeptical about using antibiotics, and I looked further into it. And I ended up choosing a more natural, holistic path where I focused on my entire body, my entire life, and I've pushed myself forward towards healing. Instead of treating symptoms, we need to support the whole body. No more Band-Aid solutions. Let's get to the root cause of what is actually making Lyme disease happen. Detox, the gut, inflammation, sleep, and so much more. Pillar number 1, diet change. Lyme disease is not only infections, it also comes with chronic inflammation from the immune system reaction to those infections. That means one of the best things we can do to support our body is eat a supportive diet. Every time we choose to put something in our mouth, we're either helping our body or hurting our body. We eat and drink multiple times a day, so this alone can have a massive impact on your healing journey. Once I knew I had Lyme, I realized that I had to change my diet and I had to focus on eating all natural, whole plant-based foods and not eating anything else. The first thing I did was I removed inflammatory foods. We're talking about sugar, gluten, dairy, processed foods, anything like that. And remember that there's lots of sugar and processed foods in those drinks that are so popular today. I'm talking about if you go to a cafe and get a drink, it could be loaded with sugar. If you go get that specialty drink from Starbucks, it is loaded with sugar. Sometimes people forget that. They think, oh, it's a drink, so it's fine. No, it's just as bad drinking the sugar as it is eating it. And I also removed alcohol from my life when I was healing from Lyme disease. Once I got better, I did return to alcohol just to quickly find out, why am I doing this? Alcohol really just hurts us more than it helps us, and everybody knows it. It's a crutch, and I didn't need it. So I stopped drinking alcohol. Again, for the past year, I've been sober. Best decision of my life. So I removed all those things and I focused on whole, nutrient-dense foods. I ate a lot of leafy greens, salads, kale, arugula. I ate stir fries that were high in all types of vegetables, from bell peppers to onions and garlic, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, anything that was a cruciferous green vegetable and leafy green vegetable. That was my main focus. I drank a lot of smoothies as well and kept the fruit very low. There is sugar called fructose in fruit, so I even removed that for a period of time. Now, I didn't do that forever, and I don't think you need to. And also, you can use very small amounts to kind of sweeten the smoothie or to, add a little bit of flavor to things. Like I would use half a green apple in my smoothie to make it a little bit sweeter, so it didn't just taste like avocado and greens. Which reminds me, those healthy fats are very valuable too. Avocado, olive oil, olives, omega-3 fatty acids from fish or from algae. These are incredible for cellular support and getting better. Once I completely shifted my diet, which only took me about a couple days, I started seeing more stable energy, less flare intensity. My heart started going back to normal. Things started working correctly. My circulation worked better. Everything started going in the right direction. And no, I wasn't better. It took a long time, but after just a few days, I did notice differences. I noticed that I was on the correct path, and that is huge for hope and feeling like things are working. Just general overall wellness. It feels good to know you're in the right direction. These foods are also great for digestion and the gut, but stick around because we're going to talk about the gut again later. Most people never get around to changing their diet, so they hold themselves back the entire time while they try to kill microbes with antimicrobials, whether that's antibiotics or herbals, and they never get the benefits of that extremely healthy diet that could help move them forward. Don't be that person. Change the diet first. It's the thing that has the biggest impact on your life. Diet alone wasn't enough. I needed actual antimicrobial support. But instead of using antibiotics, I decided to use herbal antimicrobials. I first read all about the herbals inside of Healing Lyme, the book by Stephen Booner, who helped thousands and thousands of Lyme patients using herbs and then reported on everything he learned in his book, Healing Lyme. It is fascinating. Not only does he talk about the herbs, he talks about the Borrelia burgdorferi bacteria and all of the co-infections and how they respond and act in the body. He takes the viewpoint of the bacteria itself so that the reader can finally understand what's going on. How does this bacteria behave? What is it trying to do? Why is it trying to do that? Understanding at that level really helped me supercharge my healing, and it allowed me to help thousands of other people afterward. So the herbals that I used helped with lowering the antimicrobial load, reducing inflammation, supporting my immune system function. And herbals have been used for thousands and thousands of years to help with a plethora of different illnesses. These are not new or crazy. These are just the same old plants that we've been using for thousands of years. Big Pharma will never tell you about these because they can't be patented, owned, and profited off of. The three main herbs that I like the most, that worked for me, that I used the whole time I was getting better, are Japanese knotweed, cat's claw, and angiographis. I got these straight out of the main books for Lyme, Healing Lyme by Stephen Booner and Unlocking Lyme by Dr. Bill Rawls. Both of these books outline these herbs to be the very specific antimicrobials for Lyme disease. I ended up using these herbs for about 12 months, but it was really, really hard to find them, to source them, to make sure they were high quality, potent, safe, and also affordable. It actually got really expensive. I think I spent thousands of dollars on my health during this period of my life. But I wanted to help. Once I got better, I couldn't just leave it at that. I had to make it easier for the people that came after me. I just felt called to create something that helped people move along the healing path. So I created LymeWars.com, where we give you these herbs at a very low cost sent directly to your door. And we third-party test to make sure that they're potent, safe, healthy, and not filled with any type of BS that we don't need. No heavy metals, no drugs, no added any BS, just the regular stuff that people need sent directly to their door so they can get better faster. Check it out at LymeWars.com. The really cool part about herbals is they can support the body without overwhelming it. When you take antibiotics, they often kill our microbiome of healthy bacteria that lives in our body and builds our immune system. But if we use herbal antimicrobials, they're a lot gentler, they're a lot more targeted, and they have a host of health benefits besides just being antimicrobial. So they build the body up and help to reduce your microbial count that's hurting your body, whether that's Borrelia burgdorferi or co-infections like Babesia, Bartonella, Anaplasma, Ehrlichia. I could go on. And again, I stress, this wasn't overnight. It took consistency and listening to my body, but over time, the herbal approach really did work for me. And now I've seen it firsthand work for thousands of other people at LymeWars.com. But even with herbals, I wasn't fully improving until I addressed something else. One thing that people always overlook, and that is my nervous system, which leads me to pillar 3, the nervous system. This is the missing piece that no one ever talks about. No one told me about this. I had to find this out the hard way, but when I did, it supercharged my healing. It made it a lot easier for me to get better, feel good every day, and show up with consistency. Your body can't heal in fight or flight mode, right? If you're overwhelmed or stressed or thinking about how your body needs to fight back and you're putting all this pressure on your body to perform and to become the way you used to be, it puts our body in a stressed out state where we're ramped up. Our nervous system is ramped up. We're on high alert. We're either going to run or fight. And that does not allow for healing. And some of this is because of the microbes themselves causing anxiety, causing all these weird symptoms. But some of it is just because we're not supporting that nervous system. There are ways to calm down that nervous system so it's not ramped up and stuck in fight or flight mode, and instead it moves towards healing mode, as I call it. During this period of my life, I experimented with so many things, and there's no one right answer, but I tried Kundalini yoga, breath work, gentle movement, going for walks in nature. I learned meditation. I started meditating for 5 minutes a day, and then I increased that slowly until I was at 20 minutes per day. Sometimes I would do it with Kundalini yoga. Sometimes I would just do it by itself. But the point was I was taking time to breathe, close my eyes, and get my body into a very relaxed, calm state every single day, multiple times a day, or at least once per day. This might sound hippy-dippy or some weird, strange, ethereal thing, oh, meditation made you better. But it's not that. It's actually the science behind meditation that made me better. The calming of the nervous system and not being in that fight or flight mode actually makes it so everything else I did just worked better and my body healed faster. I had less symptom spiraling. It was more consistent instead of just up and down all the time. I had more resilience. I could handle the ups and downs when they did come. And I had improved sleep, improved digestion, and improved overall sense of feeling okay, feeling like things are going to be okay and work out in my favor, rather than running around like a chicken with my head cut off, scared, nervous, and anxious to the bone. So that's the 3 pillars: diet change, herbal antimicrobials, and nervous system support. Those 3 alone were the backbone of my entire program for getting better for myself, and it worked. I haven't had any Lyme symptoms in over 10 years. And I've shown other people this exact system and they got the same exact results. This isn't theory. This isn't made up. This is something that I'm seeing regularly every day in practice. But here's some more things that actually helped more than I expected or worked really well when I was fighting back against Lyme disease or did exactly what I wanted them to do. Binders helped reduce Herx reactions and inflammation, helped to remove dead microbe bodies out of my body, helped with detox. Sleep support, having a sleep routine in place, was foundational for recovery. Gut health, improved digestion, improved immunity, improved food intake. All of that stuff helped my gut and my immune system thrive. Detox methods, sweating, hydration, gentle liver support, methylation support, moving the body, lymph drainage, and finally, lifestyle changes. Pacing, understanding that I'm not going to be putting 100% of my body into every single thing that I do, taking things slower, giving my body the space and time to heal, having boundaries around people, places, and things that overwhelm me or cause me stress during this period of my life, and slowing down, not always being in a rush or in a hurry to get things done, just allowing things to happen, allowing more life to come to me, and calming down. Recovery is multi-layered, but it is doable. All of these added up, but the real magic happens when you combine them and show up and do them consistently. Which one of those topics are you interested in and looking for help with? Comment below so I know what video to make next. So there you have it. Let's put it all together. The main foundation is diet change. That's foundational. That's one of the first things you should do. The herbal antimicrobials gives you targeted, gentle support without overloading the body and killing your immune system. And nervous system work allows your body to heal. It calms things down. It provides a nice framework for you to thrive upon and actually start feeling better before you're even better. That way your body can repair and rebuild and go through the healing process without feeling like it's going to die every single day because it's in a ramped up, crazy state that's just kind of running all over the place. Or when your nervous system is ramped up, it's just really hard to heal. Listen, healing isn't linear. It's not a straight line. There is ups and downs, but I promise it is possible. I have seen things that seemed impossible become possible, like people finally walking again, like children getting their life back again, like adults in their older ages finally feeling like they can walk around without a cane or like they can do the things they did when they were young. And I've seen people do this after 15 years, 20 years, 25 years dealing with Lyme disease and co-infections and not thinking that they can get better. You can improve even after years of feeling stuck. I promise. If you want to go deeper with me, grab my free Lyme survival guide or join the Lyme Wars community free group where you can connect with myself and everyone else, or take a free Lyme test so you can learn more about your body and where you stand on a green light, yellow light, red light system to see if you're dealing with Lyme disease or something else. All of that is free and it's in the description directly below this video. I can't wait to serve you and help you again, and I'll see you next time.